Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from the Meadowlands Racetrack here on the special Mother's Day program here on Sunday. It is May the 8th, 2016. Remember, the first post time is at 12:40, actually 2 hours from now, so hopefully I get this video up on YouTube quick. So I'm going to look at the first race, featured on today's program. Before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5 for more selections. The first race from the Meadowlands to feature, it is the inaugural running of the Mack Lobell Elitlopp playoff, going for a purse of $150,000, going for a 1 mile trot here. The winner receives an invitation to Elitlopp in Sweden, so it's coming up in a few weeks. Very nice race here. I'm going to go through all the horses here. Starting off with number 1, JL Cruz, 2-1, John Campbell and the Sulky, this 5-year-old gelding. Has 2 mutual starts this year, one at the Meadowlands and one at the Dover, and this horse is pretty perfect. Was on the lead in his last run here at the Meadowlands in open handicap. This horse is on the lead all throughout, 1 by 1.5 lengths. Just a very good run. Then at Dover, this horse didn't get the lead early, but got it mid-race, really went off to a very nice victory. He qualified last week in 153 on the lead all throughout. Very nice qualifier. This horse had a very good year last year, 14 and 12, excuse me. He had 2 starts out of the money. One of those was the last start of last year, and the Maple Leaf. This horse finished 10th. It was on the lead early, but after that really dropped back badly. I believe something was wrong with him that day, but he has a very strong chance in this race. I think he could have a very good run. He's been qualifying pretty good this year. Number 2, DWSNY, New York Yank, whatever you want to call it. 21, Mack Lobell. This horse will have to do a hell of a lot to win here. He finished 4th in the TVG final back in November. This year has been, he's been running an open handicap. He's finished 6th the first start of this year. He's finished 7th in an open handicap, and then he finished second. He won a winners of over 25,000 at a handicap at Philadelphia. He's not a use for me in any tickets, not even trifectas. We'll have to do a hell of a lot here. Number 3, Wind of the North, another horse. We'll have to do a hell of a lot coming in from Pompano. Qualified down at Rose Cross a few weeks ago, actually earlier this week. He won that day, got the qualifier, but, got disqualified from it. And then, qualified again at Pompano, and he won a Pompano Open Handicap twice this winter at Pompano. But another horse stepping up in a lot of class, better horses. We'll have to do a hell of a lot. Number 4, Resolve here, 10-1, Ake Schwanstedt. It's a very good horse here out of Muscle Hill, the winner of the 2009 Hambo. But this horse will have to do. He might be if there was a superfecta offered this race, it looks like there's not. He would be a 4th horse for me, and in a different race, this horse could be a use for me. Maybe I'm playing a trifecta this race. Maybe he'll be in for the 4th spot for me. For the 3rd spot, maybe I'll box the bottom 2 with him. But he'll have to do he's a weird horse. He's a wise guy horse, I think, in this race. He finished 4th in open handicap. That was the horse's first start of the year, and then he finished 3rd in a qualifier. He should be rearing to run here, but it's a very weird horse. He won the TVG final back in November. He won the qualifier. He finished 2nd in the British Crown, and he finished 2nd in the Maple Leaf final. And he won elimination. He's been running good, but there's a few better. I think JL Cruz and Be a Magician are 2 better horses than this horse for sure. But he might be a wise guy kind of horse, maybe an upsetter. Number 5, Obrigado, Mark McDonald, 20-1. Another horse. He'll have to do a hell of a lot here. He been qualifying this year. He's going to make his first start of the year. He qualified last week at the Meadowlands in 153. He finished 5th that day. Just get the horse feet moving. That was his first qualifier up north. He was training down south in Pompano. He won both his qualifiers by a half length, 3/4 length. Finished qualifiers in 155 and 4 and 156 and 3. But last year he was running in the TVG final late last year. Here at the Meadowlands, he finished 2nd and 4th. Another horse will have to do a hell of a lot to win here. He's not a use for me. Number 6, Gorell Hanover, 8-1, Yannick Gingras. Looking at this horse, he's in open handicap. He's been running this winter, basically at the Meadowlands. He finished 2nd, 3rd by dead heat, and he won 2 open handicaps, one at Dover, one here at the Meadowlands back in February. He'll have to do a hell of a lot, I think, too. 8-1, I think that's being a bit, bit nice on the odds on this horse. I still think the 4-horse Resolve should be 8-1. And this horse should be 10-1. But he'll have to do a hell of a lot. Number 7, Be a Magician, Brian Sears, another horse here. coming off an open handicap win, first star of the year, first pari-mutuel star of the year, won by 3/4 length, the 6-year-old mare, this old lady of the pack. But it was a great start for this horse last time out. Um, then, um, then two qualifiers here at the Meadowlands. On April the 16th, this horse won a qualifier by half length, 153 and 4, and a first qualifier of the year, finished third in 155 flat. But this horse finished second in the TVG Open Filly Mare, and then the eliminations for that race the week before. Brian Sears got a lot of what do you say, controversy with that ride because he didn't really try. He got him up to fourth that day. But I believe the Meadowlands owner, Mr. Burrell, was very, very, upset about the ride Brian Sears rode, and it wasn't his best ride of his career. I wasn't, just as I say that, I wasn't, I was happy he gave him a bad ride because I had the winner of that race, and I had a lot of money on that horse who won that race. I believe, who was it? It was Shake It Candy. I believe that was a horse for Pat LaChance or something like that, or something like that. And then this horse ran the International Trot at Yonkers back in October. This horse finished sixth, going a mile and a quarter against the world's toughest trotters. She's a second place horse in this field. She's not going to be a top selection. I'm going to find a better price here, not a better little. She's just not a use for me. Number 8, Crazy Wow. Tim Teacher can still get 15-1 for Ron Burke. Horse has no starts this year. Pari-mutuel starts, has 3 qualifiers. All at the Meadowlands. Best finished was a first and 155 flat. Last time out they won 153 in the qualifier. The winner J.L. Cruz is running back in this race today. But this horse won Matron last year, won the a race at Hoosier, and in Kentucky Charity this horse finished fifth. He was on the lead all throughout and just lost the lead in the final few strides, and won the Bluegrass in October at Lexington at the Red Mile. If there was trifecta or superfecta, this race would be a definite fourth place horse with the other horse Resolve. But since there's not, I don't think this horse could really win today. I think there are a lot better older horses in this race. And number 9, Shake It Seri, 4-1 Dave Miller for Jimmy Tactor. Last time out, has no starts this year other than qualify. Actually has 1 qualifier and 2 starts. Excuse me, looking at the wrong horse for a second. But this horse in the last time out open handicap, this horse finished third by 1/4 lengths. Was the speed all throughout, and then got taken over by Be a Magician. And then open handicap here at the Meadowlands on the 15th of April. Finished second by 1.5 lengths, losing to losing to J.L. Cruz. This horse will have to do a hell of a lot here. She's not a use for me as a win on a win ticket. She'll be probably she's gonna complete my trifecta with the 4 horse, I think. So for my plays this race, I'm gonna go 1-7-4-9 box for a trifecta this race. Since they offer the $1 minimum for the trifecta, it's going to cost you $2 to play this. So going to go 1-7-4-9 boxed underneath for $1. It's going to cost you $2. Pick 5 sequence. I would probably go 1-7 to be very good. But if you want to play cheap ticket, it's very weird this race. Be a Magician, if she's gonna run really good, I think she could win. But I really like J.L. Cruz. Been having some very good qualifiers this year, and last year had a very good season. So it's very weird. If you want to make a cheap ticket, maybe use J.L. Cruz. If you want to go all out, very expensive ticket, I would use 1-7. So to recap, I'm gonna go 1-7-4-9 box underneath. So 1-7-4-9 box for the third spot for the trifecta. $2 trifecta for $1 minimum base wager. For $2, it's going to cost you $4. So good luck to all, and follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5. Good luck, everybody.